but we want to show you how nuts these people are. Okay. Take a look at this next clip. This is some nutty leftist mom who decided to fill a free neighborhood library box that was sitting in somebody's house full of pro-abortion LGBTQ propaganda just because he had a Trump flag in on his property.
So I live in a super, super liberal city, which is amazing, but we've got this one neighbor who loves Trump and he wants everyone to know it. And he just put in a little free library in his yard, which is great. So my 7-year-old and I today decided to make sure that the contents of that library were more aligned with our community's values. So we printed out some resources to access abortion care online, and we printed out some stuff about the Trevor Project, which supports queer youth. And we got some stickers to throw in there, and then we got some books, mostly from my shelf and also some from our local used bookstore that I think are important for people to read. And we restocked the library, and I think it looks great now. But the thing that really upset me about this neighbor is that he's had this Trump flag up for years. He recently took it down, don't know why, but I noticed the day that he put it back up was the day that the Pride Festival started in our city downtown. That feels pretty icky to me, so I'm gonna make sure that his little library is stocked to the best of my ability with everything that people really need to know.
You're icky. You're icky to me. Michelle, what are your thoughts?
Exactly my thought was you're icky. The only thing icky is that whole clip, the fact that you had the cutesy music in the back and you thought that this is something to play with a 7-year-old child. And my child recently turned 8. I cannot imagine sitting there doing this, knowing that you're doing it to harm children, to affect children. He did something good by putting out a little library. I've seen those libraries in multiple people's homes, right? It's supposed to be kid-friendly or just appropriate. You know, when you go in there, what you're getting kind of. They're at the parks, at the light. So to go onto this man's little box and do this intentionally, what is wrong with you? If I were him, trust and believe that little box would come a couple extra feet inside my property line. And if I found that this happened, well, one, those little books and all those little pamphlets aren't going to get to any people. She did it to be spiteful and petty. They're going to go to a special little place. I don't know where. But maybe, I'd be roasting marshmallows. I'd be doing all kinds of stuff. But trust and believe those books and all those little pamphlets would not go to the public. Make your own box. Here's an idea. Instead of being spiteful and disgusting and nasty with cute little music, make your own box. Help the community that way. If you think people will come on where you're at and they want what you're giving out, that's great. That's a great idea. But stay off that man's property, stay away from his home. This is unnecessary. And to make it seem like this is what we do, it's just gross. It's icky, like she said. Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah. I don't understand why they just don't go on. Why don't they just move on? Mm-hmm. This is what I don't understand about this mob, these bullies. This is what they are. They're bullies. Okay. Most of the time, Christians, conservatives, we'll plant our little flag at our house, or we may have a bumper sticker, and we go on about our business. If you want to do what you want to have your flags, as you know, they have their flags all at their houses. They have you see one bumper sticker. Usually they have like 12 or 20 bumper stickers around the car. You look at them like they're crazy and you keep going. Not them. They cannot bear for you to have something to say that you disagree with, even about disagreeing with their lifestyle, what you believe in. They don't want you to believe what you believe. Okay, That's what it is. You have to affirm them and you have to believe what they believe. It's not enough that you just leave them alone and you just say, go on, do what you want to do. I'm going to do what I do. No, you must believe as I do, and you're not allowed to wear your cross or have a cross on your car, or to quote, or have to have a Bible scripture to talk about how homosexuality, adultery, all of that is a sin. You can't do that. You can't point out my sin, okay? And if you do, I'm going to key your car. It's ridiculous. They're crazy.
No, they're Marxists and they're socialists. Mm-hmm. That's why they love that notion, because they like the idea of controlling anybody that's against them. But they want to hide under this notion that it's democratic, it's democracy. No, absolutely, it's control. Right. But when those tables are turned, like what you're trying to do, right? When those tables are turned, it is not going to look pretty. See, again, people like that, women like that, I want to take and send overseas.
Right.
I really want to package them up, all of and that guy before and the clip before, give them a one-way ticket, let them go somewhere else and see how far they get with their ideas.
Right.
Because we just need to start doing what we're doing here on Christian Conservative. It's the pushback. We need to start pushing back and tell them, shut up.
Right.
Nobody cares what you think. Think what you want to think. Go do it in your house. I don't really care, but you can't force me to agree with you.
Right.
At what point do you think you're going to convince me to agree with you? You're not. If we want to argue back and forth and have, a great discussion, fine, so be it. Maybe if I know you, but otherwise stay in your lane and I will stay in mine. And this is a small percentage, guys, of the United States.
Right.
This plus community, this plus gang, very small percentage of people. And yet they're running this narrative like they own the US because they own the media. KJ, I'm with you. I'm just done with it. I am tired of it.
Same here, folks. And if you're tired of it, make sure as you come in to hit that like button, share this video, share it in a DM, share it on a text message, on your social media. We want to get the word out. And another way to support us are your super chats. They go a long way in keeping us online. We appreciate the support, folks. These, as much as we hate to admit it, the LGBTQ elemental P mob, the bullies, they have a large, okay? They've got a huge following as far as donors and things like that. They come out. I mean, we know we've been at school board meetings. We've been at, protests against the drag queen story hours. And many times it's a few of us there and a mob of the other side. Okay. Let me tell you, and they are organized. They come out in a drop of a hat. And they've got signs already made. They've got the umbrellas. I mean, they have an army behind them. And I gotta say, sometimes it does feel like there are not many of us. I mean, you've been at these things, Michelle. They come prepared.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. They come organized, they come prepared, and they come well-funded. Even those who don't necessarily believe in what they're saying. They're there for a reason. And one of the reasons is simply their pocketbook. They're getting paid to do it. Yeah. The same people I've seen all over the state, and they'll be in Annapolis, they'll sit in hearings, and then they'll show up in a little outskirt town at a school board meeting. They're all over. And again, it comes down to, I actually don't care what you like and what you do in the bedroom. Just do not force it on me or children. Do what you want to do there. And then we'll deal with that. God will deal with that. That is a biblical issue. But when you try to force it in our communities and you try to make it the highlight or the prime, this is what we should be focused on? Absolutely not. But KJ, there's a lot of money flowing, and interesting, a lot of the money flows from organizations that don't believe in it.
Absolutely.
They don't believe in it, but they want division.
Yeah. Well, that's why we say, you guys, if you have it in your hearts to super chat with us, please do. We're here. We're on the front lines. We're not just online. We're also in the communities pushing back against this stuff. Myself, I've gone to these protests. I've held organized protests against the storybooks in the libraries and the drag queen story hours. We've gone to the school board meetings, raising awareness about these books that they're trying to put in our public schools. And my goodness, Michelle is running for office. Okay, we need her voice in Congress. And so she's out there on the front lines as well. So if you have it in your heart to super chat, we really appreciate it.